It doesn't matter if my clients like that website or not. We'll do whatever needs to be done to make sure that his or her business is actually growing.
You once threw out a completed paid for website and rebuilt it for free because you weren't satisfied with it. Can you walk me through that decision, Nahid?
Yes. It was more like the philosophy, I believe,
Okay.
that the money is the byproduct, we'll get it anyway. But in any businesses, that client satisfaction is very important part. And one happy client actually, uh, help us to get more and more clients. And we also tested this formula with 1,000 plus clients we served worldwide, and we have seen the similar results.
So, Nahid, you started this business because you wanted to create jobs in Bangladesh. You now have offices in Dhaka and in Kuala Lumpur. So, does it feel like you've accomplished that goal?
I will not say that I accomplished that goal because goal is something it keeps changing. So I can recall like we are serving a HR solution companies, and they were actually having a very small team when we started serving them.
Okay.
And in couple of years, like they had almost 10x growth. So
Okay.
means they were created 10x more job opportunities.
Imagine throwing out a fully paid, completed website and rebuilding it from scratch for free. Now, most agency owners would call that terrible business. Nahid Hassan calls it the secret to scaling a global digital enterprise. Nahid was supposed to be a pharmacist. Instead, he taught himself SEO from his university dorm in Dhaka and launched Bizcope in 2010. Today, the agency operates across Bangladesh, the US, and Southeast Asia. Nahid, it's lovely to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Crystal, and thanks for having me too.
You're most welcome. Nahid, take me back to university. You know, you're studying pharmacy, making money, blogging about health and cricket. When did you realize that the internet was a bigger opportunity than a medical career?
So it's not like that I realized that internet is a bigger career opportunities. It was more like that I wanted to be a business owner. And the reason I wanted to start my business was actually creating more job opportunities.
Wow.
So that was one of the things had in my mind,
Right.
and that's why I actually wanted to, be a businessman. So and there is an African proverb that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
That's beautiful. So, for people who don't know, Nahid and I have already spoken once before. And, you know, the last time we spoke, you said that you once threw out a completed paid for website and rebuilt it for free because you weren't satisfied with it. Can you walk me through that decision, Nahid?
Yes. So it was more like the philosophy, I believe,
Okay.
that the money is the byproduct, we'll get it anyway. But in any businesses, that client satisfaction is very important part. And one happy client actually, uh, help us to get more and more clients. So there are, some other ways of doing marketing rather than advertisement and everything.
Right,
So happy
right.
clients are like, one of the coolest way to grow your business. So we have built one website for one client. She's actually a fitness coach,
Okay.
and my team did it, and the client also liked the website. She was very happy. She paid us, and everything was done. But then when I checked the website, and I found like a lot more things we can actually do in that website, because right now the website is very good, client is very happy. But if you actually try to understand the psychology of my client's client,
Right, yeah.
so they're actually wanting little more functionalities in the websites and little more things. So then I, instructed my team to completely rebuild that website. Don't need to ask money from the clients, but we want to make sure that their website is actually serving their business as well, so they
Yeah.
can actually make their customer happy and onboard them. So that is what we do for other projects as well.
Right. And this is because you were not satisfied as a end user of the website.
Exactly, exactly. So it doesn't matter if my clients like that website or not,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we'll do whatever needs to be done to make sure that his or her business is actually growing.
Right, right. Is there anything, does that specifically change the way you build a site?
Yes, yes, it does. So what we do, we engage one person in every project
Okay.
who is a very good researcher and marketer. So
Okay.
even it is a web design project, we engage one digital marketer who is very experienced on doing research
Okay.
for different segments. And he is the key part of that web design projects to
Okay.
make sure that we understand the psychology, and then we are building the sites or doing marketing or creating content in a way that is actually going to change his business growth ratio forever.
Okay, okay. And most agencies also start off with just one-off projects, right? And they struggle to build recurring revenue. But you built on a subscription model from day one, right? How did you convince your early clients to commit to something like that, Nahid? Was that not challenging?
Yeah, it was challenging, but maybe I was lucky because
I see.
at the very beginning, I was onboarding more ACO clients, and by nature, that the market for ACO was the recurring. So that was something I realized that if I want to grow my business, I need to focus more on the recurring model.
Okay.
So when we started, like, serving our clients from SEO to web design or web design to digital marketing, we tried to create the pricing structure the same way. So we can actually, like, make sure that it's recurring. So for web design, it's same, like we are charging them for one-time web design and development fees, but then it's the recurring because they are non-tech, so they want us to handle their server. They want us to, like, maintain their websites.
Yeah.
So it was easier for us to build that recurring structure for them. So
Yeah.
we are actually doing those. So all came one by one by serving the existing clients and taking more responsibilities for their business growth. And later on, we actually separated that strategic business unit as a separate revenue generating model.
Right. And are you finding that your website maintenance is generating a significant or a large portion of your revenue?
No, so SEO is still generating our, like I would say, more than 50% of the revenue for us.
Okay.
Web design is definitely, web design and maintenance are definitely a very significant amount. One of the advantage of website maintenance that the profit margin is a bit higher because in many of the cases, this is just a routine work.
I completely agree with you. And it's interesting that you told me that, that even though you started with achieving those short goals of I want to be able to create jobs for maybe 5 people and then 10 people and then 20 people. It's something that's consistently growing, and that's very consistent with how you define success as continuous progress, right? Now, how do you celebrate wins without getting complacent, Nahid?
Yeah, so it's an interesting thing. So we actually created our own operating system. We called it BOSS,
Okay.
BOS. It's a
Okay.
Bizcope operating system. So it's a more like a gamified version of HR. So
Okay.
if you think about like the HR and all those goal management tools, it's like very heavy and very technical.
Yeah.
Like if you think about like when we said like we track, so we have actually come up with two different terminology. So in our organizations, we have introduced a terminology called HP.
Okay.
So HP is something like health point.
Okay.
So health point is something we track about the punctuality of an individuals.
Okay.
So it's just like video games.
Yeah, yeah.
Each month they will have a specific HP,
Okay.
and if it keep reducing, so it gives us a signal that hey, you are not disciplined enough to
Right.
move for the next step.
Right, right.
So you need to work on that.
Right.
And we also have XP. This is something like the diamonds or the coins we get
Yeah.
in video games.
Uh-huh.
So for every successes or every progress or every achievement, we keep rewarding XP to that specific team or specific person.
Right, right, right.
And it can be like a very small solution. Like let's think about a very simple uh, solutions of managing the cables. Let's assume you have a office where the cable management is not good,
Okay.
and you found someone from a team who is like very organized, and it can be a goal. Hey, can we like organize the cables in better way?
Right.
If you can do this, you will actually going to get 100 XP.
Wow. Nice.
And those XPs actually also define the level. So we also have level for our teams.
Right, right.
So it keep increasing. So we have like rules, like if you have 1000 XP, you will be level 3, level 4. So it
Nice.
will be bronze, silver, gold. So these actually give lots of satisfaction, because like you can't incentivize always with money.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you will
Yeah,
actually create a greedy culture
yeah,
where everything is about money. So
yeah.
we actually wanted to make things balanced, and you can also utilize those XPs to order brand merchandise.
Oh, wow.
So like
That's
you have
cool.
XP and you want to like have a branded T-shirts, you
Nice.
can utilize those XP to have a brand merchandise.
That's so
So we
cool.
actually created a very unique operating system that actually inspire people to be more productive, rather than like we reach them and say, hey, you are not doing well. It's not
Yeah.
like that. We try to
Right.
appreciate when they do well, and when
Yeah.
they are not doing well, they get like some sort of statistics,
Yeah.
which actually push them to like think like what is the challenges and how I can fix them.
That's so cool. This is the first time I'm hearing something like this, you're right? Okay, cool. So, Nahid, you started this business, and like you said earlier on, because you wanted to create jobs in Bangladesh. You now have offices in Dhaka and in Kuala Lumpur. So, does it feel like you've accomplished that goal?
I will not say that I accomplished that goal,
Okay.
because goal is something it keeps changing.
Right.
So maybe when I started, so I had a goal of like, make sure that I can create job opportunities for 10 people, 15 people, 20 people. So the number is actually increasing.
Right.
Once I realized that the amount of job opportunities I want to create, I can't do it alone.
Right.
So the different way we started creating more job opportunities by helping our clients grow their businesses so they can actually hire more and more people.
Right. Right.
So I can recall like we are serving a HR solution companies, and they were actually having a very small team when we started serving them.
Okay.
And in couple of years, like they had almost 10x growth. So
Okay.
means they were, created 10x more job opportunities.
Wow.
So then we realized that the number of opportunities, job opportunities we want to create, we can't do it alone. But the clients we are serving and they're growing, they're hiring more and more people. So that is also our success, because we are a key part of their growth as
Right.
we are serving, the digital marketing solutions for them.
Right.
So the goal is keep changing. I will not say that I accomplished it. It's too far. We need to do a lot more hard work. We need to be more creative and make sure that we are hungry as well.
Now, how do you celebrate wins without getting complacent, Nahid?
So actually, I'm writing a book, and the name is very interesting. It called $0 Marketing.
Wow.
So where I have actually shared all my 16 plus years experience, how I see marketing. Like I already shared a few things. I believe that how one existing clients can help you get more clients and some other stuffs. So I have compiled all those things. I created a framework that calls $0 Marketing. The core philosophy is to build a funnel which can help you grow your business a lot. You can
Right.
also scale it, but you don't need to blindly depend on advertisement.
Right.
So it's a different way of marketing or creating the funnels where you can actually grow without depending a lot on ads. And that book is actually going to be published on August. It's right
Nice.
now in the publications. So I'm very excited about it because I have shared all the frameworks and things my agency actually did with
Right.
1,000+ clients we served worldwide. And we also tested this formula with a lot of our existing clients,
Okay.
and we have seen the similar results. So this is something like very excited things for me to publish my first book.
That's
And
amazing.
definitely I'm gonna send you one copy when it is done.
I was just going to tell you that I want a signed copy directly from Dhaka itself. So I'm really looking forward to that as well, Naeed. That's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations. So there you have it, folks. Success in the agency world is rarely about a massive exit or a luxury car. For Nahi, that never was. He started Bizcope because he wanted to create jobs in a country where opportunities were hard to come by. 15 years later, he's running teams across 3 different countries, and some of his earliest clients are still with him. Nahid, It was absolutely lovely having you on. Thank you for being here today with me.
Thank you, Christo. It was like wonderful discussion and I really enjoyed it. And thanks for having me.
You're most welcome, Nahid. And I'm looking forward to that book, yeah?
Yeah, I will definitely gonna send you with my sign.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Nahid.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Christo.
A huge thank you to Nahid for joining me today. You can follow him on his socials right here. And if you want to check out more videos from the WP Remote podcast, just click right here and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining us. Bye bye.